My name is Kim Anderson, and I live in Ebensburg, Pennsylvania, which is in the mountains of Pennsylvania. I've been married for 23 years. We have an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old. Both of my parents have Alzheimer's disease, and about 2 years ago we decided to move in with them so that we could help care for them. I've recently become much more aware of how close I live to an oil and gas facility. There was a storage well between 5 and 10 miles from here that had a huge, a massive leak. It took them a couple of weeks to get it plugged. It's probably one of the largest leaks that we've had in our country. People that lived within 4 miles of the leak said that they were getting headaches, and when they went outside to walk their dogs, that they had a scratchiness in their throat. It almost hurt them to breathe. You know, this is in my school district. This is kids that my children have gone to school with that live right around the corner from this well. It became very real to me when it was in my backyard. There's a couple problems with methane. The first is that it's over 80 times more effective at trapping heat than carbon dioxide. It's responsible for about 25% of the warming that we're experiencing today. The other problem is the health impacts that it has. First, on children, it's associated with low birth weight, with respiratory diseases, with cardiovascular diseases, and cancer. In the state of Pennsylvania, asthma rates are high, which again is associated with methane pollution. It also impacts older people as well. There's new research that shows that there might be a link between methane and other pollution and Alzheimer's. I wonder if my parents both ended up with dementia because of methane pollution. For me, it's scary knowing that that pollution is still out there and that this might be my fate someday as well.
For the Christian, for the believer, it's an unfortunate understanding of Genesis that we're to hold dominion over this or to be sort of users to the detriment of its future. That's not our role. Our role is to be stewards and defenders. Particularly with the most recent methane leak, that should invite a curiosity about a different way of living. But there are giant corporations that try to distance folks from those harsh realities, and they do a really good job. A lot of the conversations within our camps about environmentalism tends to pivot away from the thing that Christians should have in mind preeminently, and that is we start talking about the consequences. But our motivation should be defense proactively. I mean, love is so much more attractive than fear. The kingdom of God itself is an already not yet scenario. To live in that tension, we need to hear the voices that are accurate in telling us there is ramifications for the way that we're living. At the same time, throw open the doors of our imagination as to what's there to defend. It's more beautiful than we ever imagined. And I think once we align ourselves with the beauty around us, some of the instigated voices that fear this, can get quieted, and we actually move towards a love for this. As Christians, we're on the side of stewarding creation well. And it doesn't mean just making a deal because a corporation is able to make money.
It's not that we want to immediately, cut all oil and gas production. We just want to do it in ways that are more responsible and make sure that we don't have wells that are leaking and that we are doing our best to create energy in ways that don't hurt people.
When you think about David's words, the stars pour forth speech, that translates to the woods and the trees and every matter around us is a messenger from God, whether it's the beauty of a tree, putting its roots deep down in its context of where it is, and reaching up for the good resources. That's every human. That's the best that can be asked of us, to live well and flourish right where we are. This is the invisible God made visible all around us.